Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol RNVA. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think it's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I've done this analysis several times before, although it's been, I can't remember the last time I did a video on it, but it's been several days. But that is where these green line annotations up here are coming from. However, with the bearish movement today, I'm going to just go ahead and delete that line out of there. Sure, they still pertain to the chart. They're just not relevant right now. So I don't want to have annotations all over the place. So let's try to keep this as clean as possible. But like I said, the first level I'm going to talk about here is where the bleeding essentially finally stopped today. And that's right down there at the penny area. Yeah, I realize the price did technically break down through it on a couple different occasions. But for the most part, the general area, give or take, kind of trying to find a middle ground as far as support is concerned. Definitely right there at a penny. And that makes sense too, because that's just a psychological level. A penny tends to act as resistance, but a penny is also going to tend to act as support like it did right here. So you can see a couple times here is essentially where the bleeding stopped during the final 30 minutes when the price got crazy again. You can see, although it didn't quite hit it, once more got within the range of it. So my point here is going into tomorrow, a penny is definitely that very important level. Any sort of breaks and closes below there, that's just putting the chart at levels that it hasn't seen for several weeks. And assuming you're long, then stating the obvious, of course you don't want to see that happen. Now, what about levels of resistance? If this little doji candle here, as we would call it, is signaling some sort of bottom, some sort of kind of shift in the tide, and the price does start to bounce, where are some potential areas of resistance at? First key area of resistance on any sort of bounce is going to be that level of resistance right there at 0.012. If the price can somehow push through 0.012, the next key level to keep an eye on after that, up there at 0.0135. So 0.012, 0.0135, those first two initial hurdles with any sort of continued bounce. But you do got to give some credit where credit's due. While it wasn't huge, it was the start of something, and all bounces have to start somewhere. But there's no doubt about it, the bulls definitely showed some signs of strength here by starting to bounce the price back upwards. So going into tomorrow, it really is just a matter of, is this bounce going to get some more momentum? And that momentum is going to be gained by clearing these levels of resistance. So let's see how this one closes out the week tomorrow. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.